Hello and welcome to next right now tutorial about how to configure GraphCMS. So when you create a new GraphCMS project, you have a choice of starting from a blank project or a template. The template I used for next right now was the storefront. So you can use it for starting a new project if you want to do something similar. It's very simple. The template is very simple. So you have to name your project and select a region. Region is very important because you cannot change it afterwards, as far as I know, at least not from the UI. So make sure you select the right region. Okay, so let's dive into next right now. So this is actually next right now. Yeah, it is the GraphCMS project that is powering the demo, customer 1 and customer 2. So we have a few models, not much. The asset, which is a built-in model, and has a lot of system field actually, like file name, height, width, size, etc. Customer, we added this. It's outside of the template. We added it manually because we wanted to handle multiple customers. So we have a few fields for them. The product was built in alongside the categories, which I deleted because I didn't use it. So a product has title, images, description, etc. We added the price as well. And then we have the theme, which has a primary color and a logo. So it's all very, very simple. There are a few dependencies, like circular dependencies, like a theme belongs to one customer and a customer has one theme. So when this is converted into JSON, this creates a circular dependency. We only have one-to-one, no, we have one-to-many relationship here with the customer here. So this is when you want to add a new relationship, you have to add a reference, and then you choose a kind of relationship between a model and another. So let's say we want to have a theme, so we want all our products to have a theme, and we want this or this or this relationship. So that is how you create new fields in GraphCMS, and when you create a new field, the API is updated automatically. We are running into the master stage, but we could use another stage. Yes, here. When in growth plan, so you can access the growth plan because there is a 2 weeks trial. So when you start a project, you can use a growth plan and have a trial for 2 weeks, and then you have access to this kind of stuff like clone new stages, which are only available in growth, and internationalization as well. Like if I take my label, I can see that it is localized here. It's because in the configuration I have English and French. So when you are on growth, you can use multiple locales, 4 of them, I believe, at most, and different stages, 2 stages, I believe. I won't create one, but basically you should use it if you have a staging and then master, like production workflow, because in such case you need to make some changes to the staging first, test them, and then deploy things to production. So you can have this kind of workflow using another stage here. So if I had to do it, I would basically do that. when you create a stage, you can include the parent stage content, but they won't be in sync. So once it's created, if you delete stuff in master, it won't reflect to staging, and vice versa. Okay, so you can add content and do stuff here, and basically it's a CMS, so you can do all those kind of things here. You have assets, you have webhooks, which can be really useful, and you have the API Explorer. So here, for instance, if I want to get all my products, right? I want all my products and I want the ref, the title and description. And description is, no, it's a single field. It's markdown. So it's fine. And I can just run this and I get all the stuff. And I can apply conditional, like where, and I want customer ref to be customer 1, and I only get a handful of them, 3 of them, instead of 5. If I use customer 2, I only get 2 last. So this is basic GraphQL, and anyone familiar with GraphQL will know about this. Then we have the settings where you can create permanent auth token. So this is my production read-only query. So it's a token that allows to fetch content, but do not allow to modify it. So it is read-only. You have a mutation, which only allows to perform mutations, so basically writes, deletes, and creates. And open, which is like open, anyone can query the API and do anything it wants with it. And query, which only allows to perform queries, so reads. The API protection, so you may want to be either open, query, mutation, or protected. Open means anyone without any token will be able to perform any action. So that can be quite useful and quite dangerous. Query will allow anyone to query your data but not mutate any of them. Mutate will allow anyone to mutate your data but not query any of them without token, of course. And protected requires a token, and then this token defines what actions can be performed. Then you have team settings, role, and permissions. I won't dive into that. And backup. Backup are also quite powerful and quite useful. But to come back at the thing here, this is a URL you need in here, GraphQL API endpoint. That is the one you want to update, and you want to copy your token here. So I made it read-only because I don't need anything else than read. So read-only is fine for me. I mean, read-only means query, right? So query is fine for me, but you can use an open one, which would allow writes and reads using the same token. And then you have to replace this token. And that's it, actually. This is quite similar to any GraphQL API. So if you don't use GraphCMS, you can just use a different API endpoint and a different token, or no token at all if it's open. And you're good to go. That's all there is to that needs to be done. well, don't hesitate to ask for more tutorial if I missed something. And I hope this is useful. Thank you.